if you see here, I have expressed this in the form a square plus b square. Now, when will this b square here is positive always, right? Because it is root 5 square, right? This, what about this? This can be 0, isn't it? The minimum value of this expression, this given expression, will occur only when this part is 0, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The minimum value of the given expression is obtained at x minus 1 is equal to 0. That is, x is equal to 1. So at x is equal to 1, this expression has minimum value. And what is the minimum value? What is the minimum value of the given expression?
Sir, 5.
5. Because first part is 0, and here you have a plus 5. So 0 plus root 5 square, which is equal to 5. That's it. Okay. We move on to the next problem. A very similar problem, but this time we have to show that the expression is negative, and we have to find out the maximum value. In this, we had the minimum value. Here we'll find out the maximum value. So number 2, show that minus 2x square plus 3x minus 4 is always negative, and hence find its maximum value. So given expression is equal to minus 2x square plus 3x plus 4. Now remember, whenever they are saying that show that this expression is negative, we again want to make the coefficient of x square 1. So what I'll do is I'll take minus 2 out. What will I be left with? X square minus 3x, all the signs within the bracket will change, minus 4. So now from here, let me keep this outside. So x square minus 3 by 2 it will be, sorry. If I'm taking minus 2 out, this sign will change and this will become 3 by 2x, and this plus 4 will remain as it is, right?
Yes, sir.
Next, I want to express this in the form a minus b whole square. But which one is my a? Which one is my b? That I'll have to look. So firstly, x square is my a, right? Minus. I need a twice ab, right? So what I do is I introduce a 2. But when I'm introducing a 2, this is my 2a term. And what is my b? B will be 3 by 4. Why 3 by 4? Because this 2 extra I have introduced. So that is why I have written this 4, because I have a 2 here. Okay. So now I have my 2ab term ready. So here, what is my b square? 3 by 4 square will be my b square, right? B is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 square will be b square. Now I have added this extra b square. I'll remove this b square also. Close and plus 4. Now this minus 2. Now this first 3 terms is a perfect square. X minus 3 by 4 square, right? Minus 9 by 16 plus 4, right? Now multiply this throughout by minus 2. So I get minus 2 x minus 3 by 4 square. Minus and minus combined to give you a plus sign. 2 into 9 by 8, 9 by 16 will give you 9 by 8 plus 4. Okay. Do I have a plus 4 or a minus 4? Okay. I have a minus 4 in the question, I think. Yes, I have a minus 4. Let me just change the sign. All these are minus. Okay. So now what happens? Minus twice x minus 3 by 4 square. Now here I take the LCM. 9 minus 32. It becomes minus twice x minus 3 by 4 square. And here I get minus 23 by 8. Right? So now what can I write this as? If I take again minus 2 common, I'm going to get plus 23 by 8. Right? Plus, now 23 by 8, if I express it as a perfect square, it will be root 23 by 8 square. Isn't it? So what do you see here? Again, this expression has been expressed as a sum of two squares, but this time I have a minus 2 attached. That means this expression is always negative, isn't it? Because this a square plus b square cannot be negative. Minus 2 into a square plus b square will be negative. So therefore,
Yes, sir.
which
It
is
is
always
negative.
negative, right? So first part of the question is done. That show that this expression is always negative. So therefore, this expression here has been written as minus 2 into this, which is always negative. So first part is done. Now the question is find the maximum value. Now, what should be the maximum value? This is b square, which is positive. Okay. Now, if this expression will be maximum only if this part is 0, right? Otherwise, for all values of this, whatever negative or positive value of this part that you take, this expression will always be negative, the lowest, isn't it? Suppose if I take x minus 3 by 4 is equal to say minus 1, then this will be minus 1 square plus root 23 by 8 square, isn't it? If I take this as minus 2, it will be minus 2 square. If I take x minus 3 by 4 is equal to minus 2, this will be this, right? Isn't it? So the value will keep on increasing, isn't it? And these are
Yes,
all with
sir.
a negative sign, right? But when will the minimum value occur? The minimum value occur only when this part is 0. So therefore,
Yes.
minimum value is obtained at minimum value or maximum value, sorry, not minimum. We had maximum. Maximum value of the expression is obtained at x minus 3 by 4 is equal to 0. That is x is equal to 3 by 4. And what is the maximum value? What is the maximum value? Minus twice. This part we have put 0 plus root 23 by 8 square, isn't it? So this will be minus 2 into 23 by 8, which is equal to minus 23 by 4. Clear? This is the maximum value. Whatever else, whatever other value that you will get, they will be lower than minus 23 by 4. Understood?
No, sir. How? Sir, if you put 0, we will get the minimum value, no?
If you put 0, we will get the maximum value. See, minus 23 by 4 is how much? Minus 6 point something, right?
Yes, sir.
Whatever other values that you will put, you will get say values like minus 8 point something, which is lower than this, isn't it? Next value you may get as minus 12 point something, isn't it? So which is the maximum value? This is the maximum value. Now is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So we proceed to the next problem. You understand these two problems, first two problems, and you can do all problems like this on your own. Very, very fundamental problem these are. We'll do the next one. Question is, if x be real, find the maximum value of. Now this time, you don't have a quadratic directly given to you. Okay, you have a polynomial, a rational polynomial, in fact, x plus 2 divided by a quadratic. Okay, so how will you deal with this? To deal with such a question where a fraction is given, you say let y is equal to x plus 2 by 2x square plus 3x plus 6. Okay, so you take y is equal to x plus 2 by 2x square plus 3x plus 6. And now what you do is you cross multiply. Okay, so you get y into 2x square plus 3x plus 6 is equal to x plus 2. Multiply all this, you get 2yx square plus 3xy plus 6y is equal to x plus 2. So now you express this, you take the x's together, you take everything on one side first. 2yx square plus 3yx minus x plus 6y minus 2 equal to 0. Now you express this as a quadratic in x. So you have this ax squared term, you have the bx term, if you take x common, and you have the c. So this is a quadratic in what? This is a quadratic in x. In x, right? Now we know that x is real, isn't it? We know that the roots of these are real because x is real, isn't it? Whose roots are real, as x is real, right? What is the condition for real roots? In the beginning, yesterday I told you we'll be using that condition. What is the condition? Discriminant has to be greater than or equal to 0. What is the discriminant of this quadratic? B square minus 4 into a into c greater than or equal to 0. So now you expand this, 9y square minus 6y plus 1 minus 8y into 6y minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. 9y square minus 6y plus 1 minus 48y square plus 16y is greater than or equal to 0. Now you simplify this, you'll get minus 39y square plus 10y plus 1 greater than or equal to 0, right? Now you can factorize this, right? What are the factors? Minus 13 and plus 3. That means from the first two, Now you can take 13y common. You get 3y. Or better still, what you do here is you convert this to less than or equal to. In fact, factorizing, do not factorize this way. It is always convenient to take this minus common. That is, I take this as minus 39y square minus 10y minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. I've just taken the minus outside. Now what happens if this minus sign is to go? That means this equality sign here must reverse, isn't it? So this means 39y square minus 10y minus 1 must be less than or equal to 0. Now we factorize. Same factors. 39y square minus 13y plus 3y minus 1 less than or equal to 0. So from here now you can take 13y common to get 3y minus 1 plus 1 3y minus 1 less than or equal to 0. So you get 3y minus 1 into 13y plus 1 less than or equal to 0. Now, another thing that I need you to remember from your quadratic equations in class 10. Remember, I told you that if x minus 3 into x minus 4 is less than or equal to 0, what are the range of values of x? X must lie between 3 and 4, isn't it? As if you are putting x minus 3 is equal to 0 to get 3, and you are putting x minus 4 is equal to 0 to get x is equal to 4. And then x must lie between the lower value of x, 3, and the higher value of x, right? Do you remember this from your class 10?
Yes, sir.
Also, I told you one more thing I told you here was that if x minus 3 into x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0, then what can you say? You can say x is less than 3 and x is greater than 4, isn't it? Greater than or equal to, because equality is there, right? These two remember from your class 10. So therefore here you have 3y minus 1 into 13y plus 1. That is what we are going to use here. What we are going to do here first is we are going to take 3 out of this to get this as y minus 1/3. And 13 we are going to take out of this to get y plus 1 by 13 less than or equal to 0. So we're getting 39 times y minus 1 by 3. And here y plus 13 I can write as y minus 1 by 13. Isn't it? Now, is this of the form x minus a into x minus b? That means y minus 1/3 into y minus 1 by 13 must be less than or equal to 0, because 39 is positive. If 39 multiplied by all this is negative, that means even if I remove 39, this will also be negative, isn't it?
Yes,
So
sir.
now this is a what form? X minus a into x minus b, right? So which is the lower value? 1/3. Here, this is the which one should I take as my a and which one should I take as my b? Which one is the lower? 1 minus 1 by 13 is the lower, right? And 1/3 is the higher. So that means y must lie between the lower value and the higher value. Is it clear to
Yes,
everyone?
sir.
Okay. Yes. So what was the question here? Find the maximum value. So what is the maximum value of the given expression? What was y? Y we had taken as the given expression, isn't it? And what is the value of y lie between minus 1 by 13 and 1 by 3? So which one should be the maximum value of y? 1/3,
Yes.
right? So if in the same question, if it was given, find the minimum value of the expression, what should your answer would have been?
minus 1 by 13.
Yes, minimum value is equal to minus 1 by 13. Okay, so that is what. This is what your question will be. Question may be twisted a little, twisted in the sense that give different expression will be given, but the approach will remain exactly the same. Okay, we'll do the last question from this. Question is, if x is real, that means x is a real number, prove that the value of the expression x plus x minus 1 into x plus 3 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 4 cannot lie between 4 by 9 and 1. We proceed exactly in the same manner. So I say let y is equal to x minus 1 into x plus 3 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 4. Okay, multiply numerator and the denominator. You will get x square minus 4x plus 3 divided by x square plus 2x minus 8. Okay, now you cross multiply. You multiply by y throughout. You take everything on the left hand side and take the x squares together. So you're going to get 1 minus y x square plus twice 1 minus y x plus 8y minus 3, right? Equal to 0. So this is a quadratic in x. Whose roots are real because x is real. Right? The condition for real roots is discriminant greater than or equal to 0. Find out the discriminant. Discriminant b square. Which one is b? Twice 1 minus y square. This is b. B square minus 4ac. A is 1 minus y. C is 8y minus 3. Greater than or equal to 0. That means you get 4 1 minus y whole square minus 4. You multiply all this. How much will you get? You'll get minus 3. This is, you'll get 8y minus 3 minus 8y square plus 3y greater than or equal to 0. That means 4. Now expand this by a minus b whole square. A square plus b square minus 2ab minus 4 times. This is minus 8y square plus 11y minus 3 greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so now this, you can take 4 out. 1 plus y minus 1 plus y square minus 2y minus 8y square plus 11y minus 3. greater than or equal to 0. That means this entire term is greater than or equal to 0. That means 1 plus y square minus 2y minus 8y square plus 11y minus 3 has to be greater than or equal to 0. Now you open the brackets. 1 plus y square minus 2y plus 8y square minus 11y plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. You simplify this, you'll get 9y square minus 13y plus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, now you factorize this. What will be the factors? What will be the factors? 32, 4 into 9 is 36. So this will be
Sir, minus 9
minus
minus
9
4.
minus 9 minus 4 minus
Yes.
9y minus 4y.
Four.
So this will be 9y into y minus 1 minus 4 into y minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. That means you get y minus 1 into 9y minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Right? That means now we have to express this in x minus a into x minus b form. This is already x minus a form, so this is okay. From here, what you do, you take 9 common, you get y minus 4 by 9 greater than or equal to 0. That means y, and this time you can take 9 out. 9 times y minus 1 into y minus 4 by 9 must be greater than or equal to 0. That means y minus 1 into y minus 4 by 9 must be greater than or equal to 0. Again, recall x minus 3 into x minus 4 greater than or equal to 0. What did I say? X less than the lower value and x greater than the higher value. So out of a, which one is the lower value? 1 or 4 by 9? 4 by 9 is the lower value, right? So that means x must be less than the lower value, 4 by 9, and x, sorry, not x, y. Variable here is y. So y here must be less than 4 by 9 and y here must be greater than 1. So what does this mean? If y is less than 4 by 9 and if equality is also there. If y is less than or equal to 4 by 9 and y is greater than or equal to 1, then what can I say? Y cannot lie between minus 4 by 9 and 1. That is the given expression cannot lie between 4 by 9 and 1. That is what you're required to show here. That is, it cannot lie between 4 by 9 and 1. And that is what we have shown here. Okay, so I'll stop here.